What's going on?
We are live. Good folks on this day. Mm.
I tell you this, I feel I don't know. There's too many light skinned people,
Oh
bright
my God.
skinned people here tonight. You know what I'm saying? So we already know it's Leo season, it's lion season, not LION, LYING season. So you already know what's in store.
Mm.
Listen, it's about to go down. That's all I'm going to say. Why? Because, yes, it is Leo season and we turn up. So, that being said, hmm, let me find, because I got to tag you good folks. But that being said, let's get into it. Well. We are back on this good Tuesday night. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, everyone. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica, back with you on this Tuesday.
It gotta be somebody that's gotta be crazy, but what the hell?
Thank you, my brother Victor. You know what time it is. It is Leo season. We are out here and we are just living it up because
I'll do that for you.
it is our time. Yes, thank you. Victor, damn it, boy, white. I was going to say all the way from Florence, South Carolina.
Effingham.
Welcome back, Victor. So glad to have you joining us again tonight, as
I'm from
always.
Effingham.
Effingham, South Carolina. Yes, the big old town. All the way from WBLS radio station, New York, we have Brother Fatine.
What's up? I'm still backwards, or I turned it around.
Yeah,
You turned it around.
you turn it around. Welcome, Fatine.
Good to be here.
And we have our sister, Neat Cruz, back with us tonight. Been gone for a minute, now I'm back again.
I just want to say, forget y'all for not ringing the bell. Thank you, Veronica.
I did ring
I
the bell for you. How you starting? I did ring the bell
oh,
for you, girl.
thank you, Veronica.
You welcome, Neat.
Oh hell, Vic, let's go. Go shoot some pool at
Because he has
Creekside.
something against light skinned people
Let's
today.
go. Yeah, let's go shoot some creeks a pool at Creekside.
I know you ain't gonna find me in there. No, no, sir. I
Find me
ain't
a
going
pool
up in there.
table.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Thomas. Yes, Miss Jacqueline. Leo season is here. We definitely know how to turn up. Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. How are you? At work and watching the tea. We appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, Miss Patricia. How are you? So glad to have all of you joining us tonight. All of you who are watching and always watching, but you don't comment. It's all good as long as you're showing us love. We appreciate each and every one of you. I had an opportunity to that's why we always have to be on our best behavior when we're out in public because people recognize us.
You're a celebrity down here. What are you talking about?
Mhm.
You're a celebrity.
I mean it from this show right here in particular, not only radio, but I'm talking about from the T as well. So, shouts out Two, I don't even know if she's on yet. Maybe I should wait to give her a shout out. Victor, Nikki, Nikki
Nikki.
Charles. Yes. She and her mother are the ones that have the food truck, I believe.
Yep.
And I was in Harris Teeter yesterday and she recognized me. She was like, Veronica. And I was like, yeah. I'm looking like, mm-hmm. And so that's when she told me who she was. And she, was saying how she watched the tea and she really appreciates the tea. And she was telling me to keep up the good work and all that. So thank you, Nikki. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching the show. Yes. So, my beautiful people, how was y'all weekend?
Start with you. Your birthday, your Leo season. We start with you tonight.
Well, thank you, Fatima. I had the most amazing weekend ever. It well, I'm gonna say one of the best birthdays ever went down this weekend. I, hung out with um I'm calling them all my sisters. Like we had a great time celebrating my birthday. And shout out to all of them, my sister Pam, my cousin Renita, Ann, Carol, Esther. Thank you all for coming and just celebrating my birthday with me. We went to Myrtle Beach and we had a girls' weekend and we had a great time. They actually showed me love all weekend. I really didn't have to do much. I was there to celebrate, and that's exactly what they made sure happened. So I appreciate them. Like I said, it was one of the best birthdays ever. Um, they just showed me a great time. And it's nothing like hanging with a group of people. And I said this on the radio earlier. It's nothing like hanging with a group of people who really appreciate you, that genuinely love you and care for you and not in your life for the wrong reasons, like what you can do for them and who what you about. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like genuinely having great people in your life. And three of these ladies I met through my fitness class. How crazy is that? One, I really believe that we are related. Like we're going to dig deeper in our family tree because I
Who's that?
really think Esther, and her last name is Samuel, and she's born and raised in the community where my father grew up. I don't know if I told this story before, but I never got a chance to meet my dad, my grandfather, my dad's dad. And my dad don't even know his people like that. So I really feel like we are related, like no lie. We both think that. And we met another cousin a few months ago. He's related to Esther. He said the same thing. They're all from the Oaks, Lamar area where my family, dad's side was raised up. But I really believe, but we're gonna dig deeper in that. But anywho, I said that to say that Anne, Carol, Esther, I all met through my class, and we just been like this ever since they became a part of my class. And I just thank God for where He's leading me, with this fitness journey. Like I've met so many wonderful people, but I had a great birthday. Thank you to all of you who reached out to me, whether on social media, inbox me, text me, call, whatever it was. Thank you so much for just taking time out and wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I had a fabulous weekend. Thank you. Thank you for letting me go first.
And make sure you celebrate the rest of the month too.
Nick, I really plan on it. I have something, some girlfriends of mine. We're still good friends ever since high school. Like all of us are getting together Friday and we're going out to eat. We haven't been out in so long. My cousin Erica, she always braid my hair. Tamika, Tori, all of us are getting together Friday and we're going out. Am I telling too much?
Yes.
But we're
I
gonna have
know.
a great time. I cannot wait for that. We was on band together, and it's like it's gonna bring back so many memories. But we do keep in contact with each other. Like I said, Erica, she braids my hair all the time. Um, Tori and Tamika, I don't get to see them often, but we have each other contact number. We stay in contact, not as much as we would like to, but this Friday is going to be on. Still celebrating my birthday. I can't wait to see what.
As you should.
Thank you. I can't wait to see what Fatine and Victor has for me. What else they
They
have?
both look
Victor,
crazy.
Victor, she went to the weekend, but she forgot. But yeah, she forgot.
Listen, you already know. I had a great time with you guys Friday. They
Thursday.
Thursday, see, she drunk,
Y'all
still
about to say it
drunk.
was
She's
Thursday?
still
I
Oh
thought
drunk.
y'all
yeah,
supposed to.
Thursday. My days are all getting
When
wind
you're
up
having
together.
fun, you know.
You're having fun. You know what I'm saying. So
Mhm.
Thursday, these two guys took me out and they spoiled me. Thank y'all so much, and you guys know that I love the both of you so much. Thank you, thank you for showing me a great time. So
That was sweet.
yes, I didn't even have to pay.
Oh, no 50-50, no three. Oh,
Hmm. Yep, they showed me a great time. So, from the bottom of my heart, Victor, Fatine, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate you all because it's not only behind this screen that we are, family. Outside off this screen, we are family as well. So, thank y'all so much. Much love. So, that being said, hi Carol. Hey, Mr. Sammy. Mr. Sammy has a birthday coming up. Leo
Yeah,
season,
it's
baby.
two
Yeah.
weeks, I think.
Hey, Sly, thank you so much for the stars. Appreciate you. Hey, Patricia. Patricia just had a birthday. Her birthday was on the 5th, if I'm not mistaken. So all these Leos in these comments, we coming through. So next year we all gonna plan a big old party together or something.
Mhm.
So guys, how was y'all weekend? Enough about me. Tell me, how was y'all weekend?
So
Victor.
I got a chance to see Veronica start. I don't know if that's a new business venture for you. Um,
My sister.
and I showed off a little bit. Um,
Calling my
but
lips
hopefully,
ashy and
hopefully
all.
you'll, huh?
Calling my lips ashy and all. It actually was the lipstick that I had on.
Well, you look real ashy to me. But I just think that whatever you put your mind to, you're going to succeed. I just don't want you to spread yourself so thin, because then we don't get a chance to hang out with you. But at the same time, we can watch you blossom into the person that we know you are. So much success to y'all ventures too. But right now, I'm focusing on her because it's her day, her month, her year, and hopefully whatever you put your mind to, you succeed.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you
that
so
was
much.
sweet.
Thank
You
you.
ain't getting no more of them comments for the
I was
rest
about
of
to
this
say,
year. You
oh.
You're right.
see, y'all make shit weird. You can't.
I was trying to hold it in.
Right. Thank you
I was
so
just trying
much,
to
Victor.
smile.
I appreciate it. But yeah, that was for my sister trying to get her sales for her color street nails that she got into. So I was helping her out. I'm definitely not taking on anything else right now. But like I said, wherever God leads me, I am definitely going. But yeah, I have enough on my plate right now between radio and fitness and of course my tangy tea on Tuesday nights. Like, I'm good. I have to make time for family and my personal life and things like that as well, so I'm definitely not um adding any more to the plate if I can help it. So
Mhm.
but Team Neek.
Well, I'll go real quick. So, my weekend kind of started in the middle of the week. So, first of all, let me just say the Leo season. I'm not a Leo, and my mom's raising me was rough. So, her birthday is the 22nd, even though she's not here. I acknowledge that. But my oldest daughter, um, Fatia Yasmin, birthday is tomorrow. She is a Leo, so happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
And my weekend, like I said, is extended from last weekend to the middle of the week. Where Wednesday I was in Charlotte, North Carolina for the Beyonce concert, which I put on, my Facebook page. It was really, really good. Everybody that you see that post Beyonce that have went to the concert, everybody has said they've had a tremendous time. I'm not a groupie of Beyonce, but I have to say I have respect for the young lady. She is a talented young lady, and I had a great time. Great people out there. Vic, some of the folks may look weird, but they're good people and they treat you nice. They out there to have a good time and support their person that they came out there to see, and that's Beyonce. So I just wanted to say that. Got back here, had a great time. Always have a great time with Veronica and Victor. Victor, I don't want to make it weird for Victor, but Victor is a real gentleman. He's always a gentleman, and he makes sure that things are going well. And when they first sang Happy Birthday, it was just one verse, and Victor was like, nah, y'all sang Happy Birthday. The whole restaurant sang Happy Birthday. Nah, we're going to do a do-over, and Victor ain't going to play, man. So, Victor is really a gentleman, and he makes sure that anytime that we out, things go well. So I wanted to do that. But again, happy birthday to you, Veronica. We wasn't there for the weekend, but just the video that you put up, because I question, I'll be like, there's nothing wrong with the girls, but sometimes it's good to have a little romance there, but just to see the smile on your face, the joy that was brought to you with us Thursday and then with your girlfriends. I'm just so happy that you enjoyed the weekend. It's about you. It's not about us. It's about you. And I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. So that was pretty much my weekend.
Thank you so much, Fatina. I appreciate that. Neek.
Oh, I did nothing but work. That's all I did. I worked a 16-hour shift.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
That's it.
You was in the air conditioning. You ain't get no sympathy from here.
I didn't
You
ask
should have
for
did
any.
20. You should have did 20.
Tells you she
I would
was.
try.
I ain't gonna put you out there, girl. But you create some good conversations on social media, and we have some good conversations. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree, but it's all in love, and it makes you think. So I got to give you.
I was trying to get through the day.
So,
but she on the clock.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't putting the business out there. I'm just saying that I enjoy the conversation, and you always moving. You putting information out there. You've helped me with a lot of movies out there as well. So thank you.
Watch them while I work.
Yeah. So thank you for that. So I really enjoy the conversation with you and the people that comes on your thread as well.
Yeah, Facebook pays me too, so it's a job too.
There you go. Great job. I mean, yeah. You get the job done. So whether you're on the clock or not, right, Neek? The work is getting done. Well, I'm so glad to see all of you all back tonight. Neek, it's good to have you back with us as always. See if I can get this together. Okay. What happened? Everybody's saying something good about Vic. Neek, it's your
I
turn.
always say something nice about Victor. Victor is nice. He acts like he is an a-hole.
Somebody said Victor getting his flowers tonight. Oh, Jason said Victor getting his flowers tonight.
Can we move on to the letter, please?
We ain't got no letter. We got conversations about Victor tonight.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Y'all getting paid? I came on Facebook last night. Breaking news from my radio station. Got over 1,000 views. And y'all getting paid? I need to get paid. If I'm getting over 1,000, I got 4,000 views, one shot. Sunday, we got a talk radio station because I'm bringing in the views here. Y'all ain't nobody on Facebook for BLS is getting the views we getting. We got to talk. Y'all getting paid. All right?
Yeah, you got to make that happen.
I'm going to make it happen.
Thank you, Rodney, for the stars. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, okay, so before we get started with the email letter, that is, so I do want to jump on this topic because Marvin threw this out here today. I don't know if you guys saw his post. You probably did. I don't know if you commented. I didn't read any comments. I saw his post and definitely wanted to jump on this to get some feedback to see how you all feel about this. Hi, Nikki. Hi, everyone.
It's a good
Thank
cut.
you guys so much for watching. So, restaurant etiquette.
Hmm.
Okay, so his thing was if his food comes out first, does he supposed to wait for hers to come out before he start eating? Like, do a man supposed to wait for a female before he starts eating? And I think that can go vice versa. Like, do we supposed to wait for our partner to get their food as well? But we'll just make it as if we since he's a male, we're gonna keep it as a male asking that question. Should men wait if they receive their food first? Should men wait until their female partner get her food before he starts eating? What do you guys think about that?
Well, that should be a question that's posed to y'all first, and
Well, I
then
mean, men can answer it too. Would y'all wait for your female friends to eat, or would you go ahead and start eating?
I think it's a
so
bonding time. You should
there you
share.
go.
You
You
think
be
it's
Oh
like,
what?
oh,
shit!
my food, my food and came. Do you want to taste this? Oh, I don't think you should like not eat, but I feel like it's an opportunity to kind of bond and share
Ah,
food.
yeah, yeah. Like, would you?
Like to try this.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that, Neat. So, what do you guys think, fellas? Would y'all wait? Y'all biting your tongue tonight?
No, let Victor go first. He, co-host, go ahead, Victor.
So in my illustrious dating career, you better wait first. Um, there has been a few times that my food has came out first, and like Jason said, you better play on your
I want to
phone
hear
like you've
from
been
you.
doing it.
You.
Well, I mean, I'm giving it to you as raw as I can. I will not dig in my plate first because I know, like I said under Marvin's post, she coming across that table to taste whatever it is I got. Um, in a sense, you're in a man is supposed to order something that she finds or she can't order in order for her to taste that too. On in my career, the date is not about me. It is about her no matter how long we've been dating. So if she says I can't decide between the chicken or the steak, if she choose chicken, my ass better choose that damn steak. So
Hello.
I mean I get it. I mean because when it's time after the date and we go back, then it's my time. But while we out and about and she dressed all pretty, smelling good, it's all about her. So mainly everything on this plate right here is basically everything that she probably want to eat anyway. So that's how I pretty much do on a date. It ain't nothing I really want to eat.
Okay. Fatigue.
Wow, Victor's a
You
bull.
I
said
mean,
her tongue a little
I'm being
wet.
serious. I'm being serious.
I mean, not to say that's for me. That's a bunch of BS for me. That's you. That's cool. I'm not doing that. I'm not ordering what she don't order so she can taste. I'm get what I want. She get
Right.
what she want. I don't play those games. This is not what I'm playing. You're not gonna reach across my food. I don't have a problem. You want to taste something. You don't reach across my plate and just put your fork in my food. It's just called common respect at the end of the day. So, and the same thing, I usually don't want to taste what you got, but sometimes, not she's not my, would cut something, put it in my plate. This is real good, taste it. But to answer the question, common courtesy, I would try to wait, but it's just communication, because I've been out with people that say, you ain't got to wait for me. I see you waiting for me. You don't have to wait for me. You understand what I'm saying? So just consideration. I will, out of respect, I would try to wait. You understand what I'm saying? So I would try, but most of the times when I've done that in being in a long-term relationship, she would just be like, "You got to wait for me." And the same thing, if her food come and she trying to wait, I was like, "Please don't wait. Go ahead and dig in." So it's just communication. It's just knowing your partner and whatever. at the end of the day. But I'm not. I'm going to order what I want. I'm not ordering anything that she didn't order because she wants to taste it. No, I ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
She ain't waiting. I'm gonna tell you that now. I've told this story. I took and she was this woman. She watches the tea every now and then. But we went on a date one time, and we was at Red Lobster, and I ordered. I don't know what the hell that shit was, and she seasoned it like she wanted it, put it everything. Asked the lady to bring back some other thing, and she ate off of my plate and hers. And I just sat there and said, "Go for what you know, boss." You know, because after you finish eating, you know what's about to happen. So you go ahead and get full, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll leave it at that.
So Quran says we order an appetizer slash starter, then we can both share. Sometimes, most times, we do share food. If his food comes first, we share. Vice versa.
I don't think that's how a first date should be. I think you should go on a date where you are ordering appetizers to kind of share. So, like, the conversation is going. It's not a, oh, you're focused on your food and I'm focused on my food. No, like, we're in conversation, just like you would go out with your friends and talk and be eating potato wedges or, just something more fingered for food. So that way
So
you can kind of communicate a little bit more, have some drinks, but you're still feeding your liquor, so you're not, you can control it.
Yeah.
so my thing is when it comes to I do have an etiquette when it comes to dating. So I wouldn't do appetizers on the first date because that's too close. You know what I'm saying? We haven't um crossed that touch barrier yet, and I don't know if you double dip. Hell, I might not even like you that much, and if you to be honest, I mean, I'm being serious.
Y'all can have separate plates, so you don't
No,
have to do the double dipping. So that cancels that out. Like, you're making little problems where it doesn't have to be.
It's really not a little problem. I'm just not going to do it because I mean, you order two separate appetizers. To me, that's ridiculous. That defeats the purpose of an appetizer. Those are shareables, huh?
What?
I was
Wait,
gonna say it's
No.
it's it's not ordering separate. It's like, okay, if I get cheese balls, that's just
Yeah,
something. Just
you
something.
get what?
You know
cheese
what?
balls.
Cheese balls. All right, and there's dipping sauce. You can just pour some dipping sauce in your little plate, and that way you don't have to double dip. It's not saying order two separate. What do you
Or you
call it?
can get two
Entree.
ranches.
Yeah, like get two ranches or whatever you're gonna dip with.
Life is so simple. Men make it
It's so
complicated.
simple,
And
but
you don't
why?
want to say not to order, um, a starter, because how about if she wants a starter?
Yeah,
Are
and
you
what makes it say that y'all want the same thing? I just recently went out 2 weeks ago to the India house, and she wanted what she wanted as appetizer, and I wanted what I wanted as an appetizer. Now, if we wanted the same thing, then we would have shared or whatever. But at the end of the day, why do we have to share an appetizer if you may want something? I may don't want what you want. I'm not a person that like a lot of hot stuff, spicy stuff. You may want to start with an appetizer that's with spicy. I don't want spicy. I'm not going to eat something that I don't want or don't like. Isn't this something that's mutual? Why is it
More?
seem like
That is
we
so
one
complicated.
sided? What
Men
is
are so complicating.
what is
That
it
is
so
complicated.
complicated? I want to get what I want. You get what
You
you want.
made,
That's
but
why
you
we're
just made
going
it.
out to eat.
But you made it just more complicated than it actually had to be. If we're just going out just to grab a little bit of food, first of all,
No, no,
we're
no. We
helping you
went
on
out
your
to dinner. There
pockets.
ain't a little bit of food.
But we're helping you on your pockets for one. Two, we don't have to have no big entree. We could just have appetizers. If you don't want this particular appetizer, we don't have to get that. It's
That's
not a
nice.
big conversation. We could pick what each other likes together. Let it be a bonding event. We eat what we like. We don't have to order what we don't like, and just talk. It's
And
But
you
we,
not
just
that
we
big
were
of a
yes,
just
deal.
saying, Neat, what do
we
you want? What do you want to start with an appetizer? That's how they come down. Y'all want appetizers. What do you want? What do you want? I always say, ladies go first. You say what your appetizer want. I may not want what you want.
Well, instead of saying ladies go first, can we have a minute and think about it? And then y'all can discuss and communicate. Do you just say communication?
So
So
exactly. So I don't see both ways can work. If you both decide to come together and to decide to get one, that's fine. But for me, Normally, I'm usually paying. I don't care. It doesn't matter to
Shit.
me. It just doesn't matter to me that if you get an appetizer, I get an appetizer. It's just I just never lived life like that. I'm sorry, so I'm not changing for
You
that.
might get, like you said, you might get fried pickles and cheese curls, and
And I
y'all
ain't
just
eating none
eat
of that.
off
I
of
don't
that.
like that.
So,
But it
to
doesn't
break up
matter.
y'all little fight right now,
We ain't fighting.
um, I was just being facetious.
Thank
To
you,
be
Karan.
honest with you, you can order whatever you want, but just realize that running tab, you already know what's coming after that. You run that tab up if you want to. You already know what's about to happen. I mean, it's what it is. Everybody ain't the same when it comes to it. We all gonna look at dating differently. To me, I'm going to make you feel as comfortable as I can when we're on this first date. So I'm not going to share a meal with you, but everything that transpires throughout this date is going to let me know how comfortable you are with me. So I'm not going to suggest, the big 32 ounce. I'm probably not even going to drink anyway. But sometimes you can go to the thing and they bring you the drinks with the two straws. I'm not going to do that. But if you decide to order that and it's come with two straws and you ask me, do I want to try it? I already know how far I can push it from there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely not trying to rush anything. But a first date to me, sitting down and we enjoying a meal at a public restaurant, is going to let me know how comfortable you feel with me moving forward. That's
Can
how I can judge it.
Can I jump in here, ladies, for 1 minute to go? Because me and Victor is a man. So and Karan just put this out there. What's this prerequisite that we spend money, y'all got to give up panties? What is this about?
Right.
Why is that? So, and us men got to speak up about it. If that's what you want, communicate that. I spend this, then I expect that. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes you ain't even got to spend the money. You ain't even got to take them out to dinner to get that. I just don't see why we feel that if I'm spending X amount of dollars and you're running up the tab, then you got to put out at the end of the night.
So let me be clear. I never said she had to sleep with me. I just said what comes with that.
That,
So there's going to be, huh?
go ahead.
So there's going to be expectations. Like if you're sitting here and you run up a tab, one or two things is going to happen. One or a couple things. Either you're a gold digger, you hungry as hell, or something's about to transpire. So I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going to press the issue because I took you out. So apparently I probably can't afford to get whatever it is that you want. But there's going to be expectations behind that. I'm going to look at you a certain type of way versus a woman that just come and get a regular meal and leave. If you coming in there, like I said, and you ordering scallops and all this other stuff, I'm looking at you like, okay, all right, let's see how far you gonna push this until I have to say something. But I'm only gonna let you push it as far as I'm like, okay, you doing too much now.
So what if she's used to this restaurant?
Yep,
She gets this particular appetizer, this
yep,
entree, this dessert, this type of drink.
yep. Then
That
she need
doesn't
to
mean
pay.
she's a gold digger
She, then she need to
because
pay.
she's
First of
used
all,
to that. She might be used to paying for it herself, and you
then
just
pay tonight.
offered this time.
Then pay tonight.
So she has to pay for herself because she's not going to hold up to your expectation of
So so I
giving
don't.
giving it up.
So we got to understand now.
Hmm.
You're spending my money. So
Okay.
so
You
what I'm.
asked me out. So if you ask me out, it doesn't matter.
But so like I said, you're spending my money, and if we're going to try and start something or feel each other out, show me that you respect me to the point that you care about either this bond that we're going to have, or do you care about just satisfying what your needs are? I'm not going to sit across the table from somebody who is only looking out for themselves and then getting it to go plate to take home the little TT and Gigi over there at the crib. I ain't doing well. I ain't gonna say I won't do that, but you won't get a chance to do that but one time with me. You know what I'm
So
saying?
quick question. So basically what you're saying is in order for her to show you that, she like you a little bit, she got to hold back on what she really wants to order, what she's used to ordering, just to make you feel comfortable.
It's so in a sense what you're saying, the way you worded it, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. But we're
So
we're
she
at a
going home
date.
hungry. Hmm.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, who goes? I don't go on the first date to really eat. I'm not going on the first date to eat. I'm going on the first date to spend time with you because I'm not cooking, you not cooking. You know, I've anybody like I've been on first dates on the weirdest places. You know what I'm saying? And it's usually not a restaurant. But um yeah, in a sense, I want you to respect the fact that I can get you this, but show me
Hmm.
up front that you ain't about what I think you could be about.
Then why take her out to eat? If you don't go on a first date to really eat, but to like communicate, bond, get to know each other, then why don't you do something that's going to incorporate that rather than sitting down eating if that's not really what you want to do?
So before
You
you
can go
ask that, I
bowling.
said before you
Mhm.
before you ask that, I said normally my first dates is doesn't include food.
Hmm.
It's something really out there that is like just to see how you gonna respond to that. But I don't go on first dates to get food. Once we get established, that's when I probably gonna go on a date to eat. And it was something what Mr. Sammy said in the male table talk that really hit home when I was like, I like the chicks that wear the moo and he was like, well, they not gonna start off wearing that. They're gonna come out with the lingerie. So the little stuff. So when we on a date, it's like that. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna get something small, something I can't get my clothes dirty or whatever, because I'm gonna probably have an outfit I ain't never wore before. But when we go fifth, sixth, seventh, 10th date, and we done already had sex, and I might show up in some jeans and a t-shirt and get really what I want to eat. That's
Okay,
what
so
I'm
then
saying.
why is the issue when I said, why not just order appetizers? Because if you're not really there to eat, it's just a small portion of little things to kind of
Mm,
munch on, have some drinks, and talk.
mm. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
to
let
be
me, I mean,
honest,
I'm
to
just
me,
gonna say this real quick, and Victor is interesting, Veronica, and I'm glad you kind of started off with this because Victor sent out a video today, and I'm not changing the topic, but it just made me think how, this is Victor's blueprint. This is Victor's blueprint on how he's going to do that. I don't use dating as is that there's one blueprint for me dating different women. It's just how you communicate with different women and how you move about with different women. You understand what I'm saying? I've dated women and took them out to eat and nothing happened and didn't care. Don't really give a damn because I'm not worried about that because I have that here when I'm single. When I That's fine. If you want to bond or you just want to enjoy, see, I don't just date or take you out to dinner because I want to get to just know you. I want to enjoy myself with you. That's what see, this is not all about you, it's about us. I want to enjoy myself, so I want to do something that put a smile on your face and to put a smile on my face at the end of the day. It's something that I want to do. We go to the movie, we go to a play, we go to Coney Island in New York, or you go wherever, you go to Myrtle Beach. You do things at the end of the day that you both want to do to enjoy with one another. That's what I look at dating from my perspective at the end of the day.
yeah,
That's how I look at it.
and
You talking about first date?
I
First
definitely
date?
want to be. I want to be comfortable on the first date.
Yeah.
I want to be able to, you know, if we go out to eat, I want to be able to, enjoy my food in front of you. Like
Yeah.
if I feel like if two people get time to get to know one another, like conversating over the phone or whatever, I feel like they're able to go out and make that first date because that will be the first date. I feel like you should be comfortable enough to order what you want, not saying not saying that you go and try to hurt someone's pocket just because someone offer you out to eat.
Right.
I'm not that girl to do that. I'm definitely. I think someone put in the comments about they would never order something that they can't afford. But I'm just saying, like, I want to be comfortable on my first date. They I want you to be comfortable as well. I don't want you to order something just because I'm like, well, I can't decide if I want the chicken or if I want the steak. I think I'm gonna order the chicken. I don't want you to order the steak just because you think I want to taste your steak. If you want chicken as well, you order chicken. I want both of us to be comfortable on our date. So
Exactly.
I want two things. I want to put up. And my homeboy. The first date shouldn't be about satisfying your appetite. It should be about enjoying the meal and getting to know each other, not getting full and running up a tab. I'm telling you.
But what
And
is
if you listen,
running? Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
No, I was gonna ask, like, but what is running up a tab? Because like, if we're just getting more like we're not gonna, I'm not gonna go and get 5 house margaritas. I'll probably get a water and one drink to eat with my food, and that's it.
Mhm.
So if like, what tab are y'all talking about running up? We're not at a
Don't say
bar.
y'all. Don't
You
say
know,
y'all.
so the
Oh, I
reason
say y'all
you
because he said the same.
the reason you don't know nothing about a tab because you probably never paid for the first date. And I'm not taking a shot at you when I say that, but you got to understand that everybody can't afford what you like. So when
So
by
can y'all
running
do a
up a,
budget?
and so I don't know you. So the first date, I don't know what you're going to pick. So I'm sitting here, and of course you're gonna order first. I'm sitting like, so if I got $50 in my pocket and you already got $38 worth of shit, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't really hungry. So that's what I mean by running up a tab. Like, but see, everybody's disposable income is not the same because
Hmm.
when we're going on a date, when I say run up a tab, you don't know what I got to spend. But all I
Hmm.
want to do is take you out and spend time with you and show you that I'm genuine. But if you out here and you making me feel like I can't afford to be with you, then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna treat you differently. So understand that $50 to me might not be $50 to everybody else. I may say, well, I ain't gonna lie to you, $50 to me is a lot of money. But to some people, they're like, I don't give a damn about none of that. So that's what I mean by running up a tab.
well, okay. So how did you feel about what I ordered when we was together Thursday? Would
Well, I knew
you?
I wasn't paying,
I
and
kept my.
plus my child was bartending, so I was cool. Either if I paid for your meal, I wasn't gonna pay for the drink. So
I took care of that because Victor's always you're always taking care of that without before you can even offer. He's already done paid it, so
But
it
it
don't even
wasn't
say
even anything big. I got the shrimp and grits. Like,
yeah.
and
But
I understand, but Veronica, you got to understand, you're different. You're not. You don't fall up under that realm of what I'm talking about. If you would have went in there and wanted to order the whole left side of the menu, then that's exactly what you would have got. But somebody who I'm on a date with, you order the left side of the menu, I'm gonna tighten your ass up upstairs. So
is there a difference between a date between? So I'm listening to what Victor's saying. Is there a difference between a friend and a potential relationship? Because if I took if I took Neat to dinner or took Veronica to dinner, and we just friends, and I say get what you want, get what you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take you out if I got $40 in my pocket. I'm not gonna offer that. I'm not gonna if I know I'm tight. I'm not gonna take you out and then look at you to be running on. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, but we're friends. Even though we're friends, if I take you out and I say, "Yo, it's my treat. I got you." That's what it is. You understand what I'm
I'm
saying?
still gonna pull
We're
out my card.
friends. You know. So
I'm
what I
still
don't
gonna pull out my
see.
card.
Yeah. So what I don't see is there a difference, Vic? Is there? I mean, I'm you a man, but I mean, is there a difference when you take out a friend or a potential? I mean, even if you want to get with a person, it's still part of the. I hate to use this word. It's part of the prerequisite that if you want to get with a person, you still and you offering to take them out to eat. Yo, you paying. I mean, you. I mean,
so
I haven't been with anybody that's just really crazy and ran up a tab that is $400. I've never been out with nobody that's inconsiderate like that.
so there are a few people in my life that know if I show up, they're not gonna. They already know what's gonna happen. So I'm not saying I stay away from them, but I kind of steer away from them
Got
because they know I'm just going to do it. And because these people hold a very, very, very near and dear place in my heart. And to show my appreciation, whatever you got going on, I'm going to take this weight off of you. Now, a lot of times I'm not going to agree to go out with them because they know this. But if I show up to a place and they tab like 175, 200, then I'm like, all right, I got that, and I'm going to keep it pushing because I already know once I clear that tab, that shit's going to run back up again. So those people to me are not, you know, I don't look at them romantically. But when I'm talking about somebody who I want to build and bond with, if we're coming together, whatever I spend is what we spent or what we spending. Because in my mind, if we're getting together and we're, trying to come together as one, I already got a predetermined amount in my mind on how much I'm going to spend tonight, and that's just going to be it. I'm cutting you off after this. So that's me.
What?
Huh?
Well,
So you have a limit that you give your first date?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I have a predetermined limit in my mind that I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna spend but this. And even as we're dating, even when we're together, there's a predetermined amount in my mind that I'm like, nah, you're not going to get unlimited because you're not just gonna get it. It just ain't gonna happen.
well, I will say this on a date. Like usually I follow his lead because I don't know his pockets, and men become stressed when their pockets are low. So I just follow his lead. I let him order the drinks. If he feels like he can afford another round and she comes back and says, "Do y'all want another round of whatever you're having?" If he says yes, that's on him. I'm not going to speak.
Give you that, and I appreciate that. You following his lead.
Right.
You're picking up that energy and you working along. You're being considerate. I like
Yes.
that. That's
Exactly.
cool. Hmm.
So your cousin said you can't determine from the first date if you're choosing women you suspect may use you, then you may need to reconsider. So, while we on the phone, in my opinion, I don't know you. It's a this is me thinking or what I do. It's a facade. It's up to me to figure out if the story you telling me on the phone is actually factual or not. So when we get together for the first time, what you show me is how I'm going to treat you from then on till you show me if I give you the opportunity or you give me the opportunity to show you something different. So if you start off with, you know, this big illustrious meal, then guess what? I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to start like that. If we celebrating something, then let's do that. But I know some people who have in a very successful relationship that went to Golden Corral for their first meal, and to me, that's telling me you love me.
That's telling me
You
you
want to
love
go to a
me too.
buffet and you can eat all you want. If I ask you, baby, where you not baby, but so and so, where you want to go? I want to go to Golden Corral. Shit, come on, I'm coming to pick you up right now.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Victor and ladies. Again, y'all may have a different take on this. Please, and and no disrespect, but and there's no disrespect. I'm just saying to what I'm about to say is, I'm going back to my single days of dating. Between the age of 23 and 24 and 28, living by myself. Some of these females that I dated didn't live by themselves. Some may have had children, little children at the time. And a lot of time they just needed to get away. So when they would come over to my house, my apartment, you put the music on, you watch a movie, you get something to drink, it's romantic, and intimacy may take place. And from there, there was no big date going out to eat to get to that spot. But because that has happened, and we both enjoyed it, I put it on myself to say, you know what, I still want to show you a good time. I still want to take you out. And when I take you out, I don't expect you to pay, because I'm looking at it, you came over, we had a good time, we did this, you didn't put no prerequisite on this, it's just about us spending time and enjoying one another. I want to take you out to show you even a better time at the end of the day. That's how I rolled at that time, and that's what I went through a lot. So that's mine. Mine didn't always started with a dinner and then back home. Sometimes it just started with being at my spot, being a romantic kind of evening, turning into that, but saying, "Hey, I want to show this young lady wherever it may go. It go in a relationship, or if it goes as just friends with benefits, whatever. The bottom line is I treat you with respect." So that's how I looked at it. So I guess some of us move differently.
You was dating in the 90s, weren't you?
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly. Exactly.
I mean, like, no, like seriously, that was
Not
a
about
thing
before the
back
90s.
in the back in the days. Like a lot of men had women come to their house and they
Yeah.
cooked for them or they ordered. So
Yes.
like that's not unheard of. It just
Thank
became more unsafe or more lazy because we have streaming sites and stuff like that. Men weren't cooking and doing all that. But yeah, that's why I asked that.
Right, and it's cool, and it's cool because it's a different, because your setting is different. Because a lot of times,
Mhm.
a lot of people. And then when I had an apartment, I didn't live in the studio. I lived in a 1 bedroom apartment. So bottom line is, I made my own money. I moved as I moved, but I still respected them. And I feel if they put out, I can put out. That's the end of the day. I never want to seem like I'm taking advantage of anybody.
I don't want a woman, to be honest with you, on the first day. I really don't want you to know where the hell I stay at. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing no pop ups or nothing like that unless you're gonna pop up with some coochie in your hand and let me
Oh
go.
my gosh.
First of all, who if you only pay for one meal, who's popping up at your house? Let's be for real.
Girl, you just don't know. I put on that damn.
A lot of times,
You
me back then, we didn't have to pay for that meal because sometimes it was an outlet. You got to realize that women wanted to feel like women, and they wanted that. You got to realize that a lot of men took advantage of what other men didn't do. You understand what I'm saying? If a man is not treating his woman right and they're not in a really a one-on-one relationship, and another guy comes by and say, "I want to take you out and treat you like a woman," they gonna move accordingly at the end of the day if they're not in a committed relationship. And a lot of times men that knew what they were doing took advantage of women that dealt with half-ass men. dealt dealt with, meaning that not in a relationship, not in a marriage, but off and on, whatever, baby father, whatever it may be. They just was like, this man don't know how to take care of me. This brother does know how to take care of me. So they're looking for an outlet, and they just want to enjoy themselves and just live life because they got responsibility. They got to go to work Monday morning, just like I got to go to work Monday morning.
All
So
right, so I'm gonna get to these two comments, and
there you go.
and then we're moving on to the letter because y'all got all. I asked y'all a question about etiquette, and I don't even know if y'all answered the. I don't know. Wait, this went.
Well, you
We
see the
we
comments
answered.
out
We
there,
answered.
they right with us.
All right, so I'm gonna get to Bree. I'm gonna get to Quran, and I think it was Mr. Sammy. Um, Let me see. Bree says, "Why try to break the bank just because it's on somebody else's dime? That's just selfish and inconsiderate. Keep in mind, people got bills that you ain't paying." Exactly. I give Bree a bell for that. I'm definitely with that. Um, Quran wrote a book. It's all about us. Our first date was at an upscale restaurant. We ordered what we wanted, and I didn't feel pressured to order cheap because he made me comfortable. He chose the restaurant, therefore, he knew he could afford it. We ate. He tried a dish I had because he never tried it, and I was okay with it. We talked, laughed, and shut down the restaurant. And that's how it should be. We should be able to order what you want, but like Bree said, you ain't trying to break nobody pockets either by what you order. And so I'm always considerate when I'm going out with someone because even when I went out even when I went out with you guys, and when I go out with you, Victor and Fatine, I'm being mindful of what I'm ordering as well, just in case I don't have to pay.
But I think that's how everybody should. You should order what you can afford. But if
Yeah.
what I can afford is not what you can afford, then
Yeah,
that
you
Exactly.
goes
should
into
pull out your
question.
pocketbook.
And I
Mr.
will.
Sammy
That's why I
says,
bring it.
uh, Mr. Sammy says, I don't think a dinner date is a good first date. I think it's whatever
Want
those
to
two
do.
people choose to do. If they want to go out to eat for the first date, most of the time the guy Well, I'm not gonna say he will, um, suggest on way to go or whatever. But most of the times, the guy be like, "Hey, you want to go out to eat, or you want to go bowling, you want to do this, you want to do that." I think y'all would give that lady the option of choosing, maybe, or are you just gonna say, "Hey, let's go grab something to eat"?
I let her choose.
Yeah, and I remember my first date with Hanifa was a breakfast date. It was not a dinner date. It was a breakfast date
Ooh,
before she went to work, about 3 blocks
that's
from her job.
early.
It was a breakfast date. So you just want to do things different sometimes. You want to when you want to capture a person imagination. If you really like them or you just enjoy being around them, you want to capture their imagination. You don't want to do things that are just like one, two, three. Oh, let's go out to dinner. You got to do things that captures a person's imagination. Show your creativity at the end of the day. That's the school I come from. Sorry, that's where.
Breakfast is way too intimate for me for a first date.
Well,
Way too
well,
intimate. But
yeah,
I mean, every to each his own. But like
right.
I said, breakfast date.
It was good.
I
Yeah.
agree. It is.
Well, for me, it worked. And you got to realize a lot of us clubbed, partied, met people, and went to IHOP 6 in the morning. Well, y'all closed down here too. In New York, they close at 4 or 5. So it's just each his own.
IHOP is 24 hours, bro.
Well, y'all still
He
closed
thinking
down.
about Denny's. Well, Denny's was 20. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I'm just saying that
Yeah, IHOP
I
is
just don't.
24
I don't
hours.
think like Victor. That's why I brought it up. We men don't all think alike, just like all women don't think alike. And since we don't all think alike, we can't always do the same thing for other people that we get involved because we got to be creative, man. Because I want a woman that's creative as well to capture my imagination, nourish my mind the same way I want to nourish her mind. Bring some creativity to the relationship. You
All
know
right. So
that
let's
sometimes
get
that get a woman. I'm about to say something that I know Veronica, but that'll get a woman, in the mood quicker when you bring some creativity there, and they be like, "Wow, that's blowing their mind."
Go ahead, Veronica.
all right. Well, here we go.
Jason, I'm
Thank
drinking
y'all so
Smirnoff.
much. That was a interesting topic. Um, I guess we'll find out the answer later of the question that was originally asked. All right, so let's get into the email letter. Because I have a feeling that this is going to take some time, maybe. I don't know, but it's weird what's going on out here in the dating scene. I mean, all right, so here we go. About to lose my voice. All right, so it says, my girlfriend had a really good one and she let him get away. Oh, okay. Thank you, Victor. Um, Once again, my girlfriend had a really good one and she let him get away. She admitted that she felt like my neighbor. She admitted that she felt like my neighbor, who's a good friend of mine as well, was too soft. Y'all listen at this. This man would write and leave love notes on the bathroom sink for her before he left for work. He will wash her clothes and even the dishes. He was doing all these things and more, and they wasn't even together that long. She needed a place to stay, and this man took her in and gave her a place to live. She did not appreciate him from day one. She wanted her ex back so bad that her ex convinced her to come over one night just so he could set her up. He's one of those, if you're not with me, you won't be with him either type of man. It pissed me off when she told me what happened. This dude mailed pics to his to this man's house showing him that she was over his place laying in his bed. I told her she was a dumb ass for going over there from the start. He told her to pack her things and leave. Now she's out here looking lost. I can't take her I can't take her in because I have a house full between my kids and my sister. Would I be wrong to set him up with my sister? She is a really sweet person and I know she will appreciate him. That's who I wanted for him in the beginning, but my friend ended up talking to him one night outside my house after a get together. That's how they ended up kicking things off. I don't even know how to get started with the hookup. Would I be wrong or not? I just want to see my neighbor happy again. Um, what is really going on out here in 2023 with this dating thing? I'm so confused. I'm lost. You said this was your friend, your girlfriend, right? How long have this been your friend where you're going to? I mean, I get it. That's your sister, that's your blood. Like, you've known your sister all your life. But this man was with your girlfriend, which I'm quite sure your sister and your girlfriend are friends as well. They know each other. Y'all hang around each other. Like, why would you even want to put
Probably
that in
there.
the atmosphere of setting your sister up with somebody that already been with your friend and they've been living together and all this stuff? It's so messy out here. Is that really your friend? Do you
I
really
wouldn't.
call her
I'm
your
sorry.
friend by setting her up with your sister? I mean, I get it. You feel bad for this man because you, as you say, he was a good one. He did all these wonderful things for her, and just for her to step out on him or whatever. But are you really going to go that low and set her up with your? And I get it. You said that's who you wanted him to be with from the beginning, but okay, that's already passed. He's been with your girlfriend now, living together and all of that stuff. So I think it's messy and it will cause some conflict between your sister and the friend. But hey, do y'all, Victor? Or
So wait a minute. You lost me
I've
when
been
he
lost from the
mailed.
beginning of the
I
damn
lost
letter.
myself.
I'm lost.
I'm not
so
lost.
Go ahead, Victor.
so this is what lost me when he mailed the pictures. Like, who the fuck is
Yeah, that.
printing pictures now? And who? Listen, I thought I was the only one that still mailed my bills out. So apparently it's two motherfuckers that still got stamps. So
Still,
for him to get his these pictures printed, he still had an old ass camera. There's some old people shit that's going on
no, no,
right
no,
now.
no, no, no. You can
You
have a
probably the one who.
you have a smartphone. You take that right to the CVS, Walgreens, whatever, get that picture printed, honey, and put it in the mail.
So what I'm saying is the ex boyfriend is a real time stalker. Like, bro, I don't have that kind of time to mail shit. But
No,
I'm just saying, um, I'm a- all I'm s- I'm gonna let y'all go. I just thought it was real weird that my man mailed some fucking pictures. That is just petty in itself.
petty.
Nick, you go because I have questions, so I'd rather you go and then I come behind you.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, sometimes we know how our friends are. We know our friends sometimes are trash. It doesn't state that, I'm not a good friend. Like, I obviously she knows she's trash. And I'm not saying like, she's being disrespectful to the friend hooking this guy up with her sister. No. Her sister and her friend are probably two different ages, don't really interact with each other because all my friends don't interact with my siblings or my mom or anybody. So who's to say that they are interacting with each other? She knows that he is a good guy. He's available. She probably feels bad that, she kind of put him on to the friend and the friend broke his heart. So, I mean, he's an available individual. It would be wrong if she was trying, but that's her sister. Like, are we supposed to just like not date everybody because we know somebody that dated them once upon a time? No, people be single forever. No, I'm
No,
all for the sister going with him.
petite.
Um, I kind of glad Nick kind of cleared that up a little bit better for me. So why did the guy mail pictures? Why did he mail a picture to this other person?
Okay, follow along for team.
Yeah,
This is the
He's a
ex.
bitch.
All right. So the ex who the girlfriend, okay, she's with this dude, right?
right,
She wanted her ex back so bad that he convinced her to come over one night.
right.
So while she was there, evidently he was taking photos of her, whatever, sleeping in his bed or whatever. So he actually printed the photos out, mailed it to the man that she was with. And that's how he found out that she was dipping out on him with her ex.
Okay, so which one does she want to introduce her sister to? The guy that sent the pictures or the guy that got cheated on?
The guy that got cheated on.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. I'm with you, Neat. I don't have a problem with that because yeah, I don't have a problem with her introducing that. Now, I don't have a problem with that. And it's messy. I mean, hooking up people, it has its pros and its cons. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But I don't have a problem with her trying to hook that up, but I would be as transparent as possible, so that's it.
And I agree with one of the comments that I can't go stroll back up, but people she said that people use the word friend very loosely, very entirely too loosely. So just because this she's saying friend, this could be a friend that's always down and out. She's always having to help. And it may not be like a close friend, like somebody I tell all my secrets to, somebody I invite to the family reunions, but it may be a friend that I'm trying to help out.
Yeah, that matchmaking thing is very. It can become very complicated because you can't control how people. Once you introduce people, you can't control how they feel. For instance, somebody did that last year with me, introducing me to someone. I didn't want a relationship. I was told that the other person didn't want a relationship. But as we got to know each other, and the person was a good person, but I'm not ready for no relationship, and that person kind of wanted a relationship. And see, they didn't hook us up that direction, but you can't control the energy once two people meet where it would go. And sometimes that can make people fall out and then damage your relationship with them that once you did the hookup. So you got to be very careful hooking up people. But I do understand why people do that, because some people have been hurt. They got friends or family members who've been hurt. You see a good person, you want to introduce them, but you just have to be careful.
All right. So
I
Tasha says
go ahead. I'm sorry.
she on the outside looking in, and I definitely agree with that. Just because a person look like they, nice and sweet, you don't know what this person is about. But you're so ready to set your sister up with this guy. She on the outside looking in. She has no idea if this is a decent dude for her sister or not. Man might be an Ike Turner. LOL. No one knows. Michelle goes to say, let your sister show him a good time. If you feel like your sister likes him, hook them up. Forget the ex and your friend. My thing is, why would I want to even put my sister in this mess? It could turn in just so messy. That's how I'm
Okay.
looking at it.
But it could
Because
turn into
No, but
something
how?
great too.
and it
But
could, but I'm
so my
giving my opinion. I'm
I
saying,
know.
like, if this man is not who they think he is, and it turns into he is someone that isn't. Go ahead,
I
Neat.
get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is like, because I get why you're saying it could be messy, but it's already messy on just a friend's end. It really has nothing to do with the guy because she left him. She went with the ex, so she's not over the ex. She's going to go back to the ex. She's going to run back to the ex. The ex is not going anywhere. He has that much control of where he can ruin a relationship. So right now, she even needs to stay away from the friend because obviously she got a crazy ex, and I wouldn't want her staying at my house anyway because he seems like he a little fool. So I don't see the problem with the neighbor hooking up with the sister only because it could be something very great, very great, and all you have to do is introduce them. Like where it goes is none of your business.
Yeah,
They may just
exactly.
turn out to be friends. So
Exactly.
it's not saying like you're into like here y'all need to go out, go on a date. Like no, this is my sister. But
Yeah,
also, I
So
feel like she needs to mind her business.
yeah. Where do you get that obligation? I know Victor want to jump in real quick. Where do you get this obligation? Somebody introduce you and trying to hook you up that you gotta become that person's next mate or whatever. You just see where it goes. If it goes, good. If it don't, you're not obligated to deal with anybody because they hook you up. Victor.
so in my experience, or illustrious as Cheryl keeps saying, I say, when it comes to two people getting hooked up, I don't like the fact that it tends to move too fast because we're trying to impress the person that hooked us up. And sometimes moving too fast is too dangerous. So I don't like the hookups. I appreciate them because I know what's going to come with the hookup. But I don't like the hookups because it's like anytime we have an issue, we're going to run to that same person who hooked us up to say, why didn't you tell me this motherfucker feet stink? Why you ain't tell me, you know what I'm saying, she got a mustache and shit. All I'm saying is that leave that hooking up shit alone.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess your opinion. Cool.
So does her sister live with her too?
Yes.
Okay, now that may get messy.
Yeah, that's
That
that's what
that
I'm saying.
okay, yeah, that may get messy because they're all in the same house. And if that
Yes.
woman is the type of woman that steps out and all of that, more than likely she's gonna do certain things to piss that sister off. So it doesn't even matter if they're friends or not. It's just it's too close to home. Everybody's too close. Now the friend, which I believe the friend needs to go on ahead about her business. I don't care if she got somewhere to lay her head. She got a mama, sister, brother. She needs to find family somewhere. But because she sounds like she got a crazy ex, they're gonna come try to kick in my door. So I I wouldn't do that because they all live in the same household.
Oh,
Like,
wait a
yeah, that
minute.
could get messy.
I think I misunderstood. The sister lived. The two sisters lived together. The
Mm-hmm.
friend, she said she couldn't take the friend in because her house is already full with her sister and her kids. So the
Oh, she
friend,
come with baggage.
the girlfriend, don't live there.
So so Patricia said it. That's why she want them to hook up right there.
Trying to get
You
out of
don't
her
want
house.
well, I mean, I would love to live next to my brother or some of my cousins. You know what I'm saying? They can't stay here, but I can see you every day. I feel like you with a decent dude or whatever, then why not? You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
yeah,
But
and I
if he's such
agree.
a great guy, why didn't she try him?
But maybe she don't want them. I mean, maybe because they friends, she don't want them. I
Oh,
just think that we looking at it, and again, rightfully so. We looking at. I mean, it's in this day and time, but you got to realize even before all of us got into this here, people live close together. Families live together. They did this, and they kind of did this, and sometimes it works. It comes down to just two adults making their own decision and seeing where it goes. So.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I got a question for the ladies. All right. Y'all don't like to get Jack Rabbit. I just need to know that.
we're not going to tell you that. Like you tell us.
So I'm gonna take that as some of y'all like getting Jack Rabbited. Cause ain't nothing wrong with Jack Rabbit and every now. I always wanted to. I'm gonna ask the next time. I'm gonna ask somebody that. Do you mind getting Jack Rabbit? I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
got it.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
even know why you got to ask that question. You should
Tim
know.
says if you
You
hook
ain't got enough
friends,
experience to know from women if they like to be jackrabbit, bro.
Tim says if you hook friends up, you always going to play the middleman.
Yep, I agree. They're always gonna come back to you with the, oh, this is what's going on, this is what's wrong, because you're the person that, not even that you're the person that hooked them up, you're the person that knows both of them.
I agree. I
Stop
totally
trying.
agree.
Just stop
Totally
trying to
agree.
hook people up. Just stop.
Totally
Yeah,
agree.
I
Totally agree.
agree
That's why I
with you,
told
Veronica.
Totally
mind
agree.
your business.
Yeah, because the
That
president that
part.
tried to hook me up last year, same thing. When there was a little blah blah blah, I went back to her. I'm not blaming her. I just went back with her, giving her some information. So you're right. You always seem to be in the middle. That's true.
And plus, if she hooked her friend up with him and the friend seems to be not all the way there, I don't know if I want you hooking me up with anybody else because apparently you don't have a good judge of people. I don't want to take care of nobody. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, Mr. Sammy says the female mess up the relationship, so he is free to date whoever, even the sister.
Of course. I
He
mean,
is.
from that perspective, yes. Yeah. And we're not saying they shouldn't. It's just what baggage may come with it. That's all we're saying. It don't have to be baggage. It could be a beautiful relationship, but they also can be messy.
But then also, how is the sister? Is the sister any different than the friend? Because she's also staying with her sister.
Stop trying to hook people up and worry about yourself,
Boom.
Katasha.
Y'all, wait a minute. Y'all see what time it is, right? You see that? What that say? Thank
Okay.
you. I just want to put that out there. When the
Oh,
man
that's
ready
trying
to
to
lay
prove your
down,
point.
Yeah, what's the purpose of that?
Yeah.
It's time to go to
because when the
bed.
man ready to lay down, everybody gonna lay down. You gonna
That's
come.
that's a lie.
So both face
That's
lies.
damn
I,
right.
I lay
That's
down when I
right.
want to lay down.
Damn
You
right.
Yep.
That's
gonna
my choice.
Ain't nobody
You don't lay
control
my hair
nobody.
down,
That's right.
Okay.
nor do
That's
you
right.
wake me up.
Right,
Jesus,
right.
Jesus, Jesus gonna wake you up, but I'm gonna jackrabbit your ass to sleep. How about that?
No, you're not. It's past your time.
Bedtime, you'll be
Cut
asleep
it
before
out.
I even get in there. Laid
Cut
out snoring.
Go ahead, ladies.
cut it
Tell it.
out.
See, you run into action. That 1930 bullshit. Ain't shit. Women go to bed when they want to go to bed. Now they
Right.
Shit.
you treat them right,
Not
they'll
on the
come
aisle, they
in,
don't.
they'll
Not on the aisle, they don't.
tighten you up, and then they be back in the living room watching TV. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, V. Go ahead.
This ain't the
Um,
olden days that when the house gotta shut down at a certain time. Some people, if that's what you want, then that's fine. If that's what you want and you compatible with that, that's cool.
yeah, I mean,
But you
yeah,
can't expect to put that on somebody because you're in a relationship, that's your wife and that's your husband, and I'm laying down, the house gotta shut down. That's dictatorship. That's not cool.
So you keep saying dictatorship, but
Yeah.
understand in these four walls, this is the United States of Vic White. So either you choose to be a citizen or not. And there's a whole lot of things that come with that. I mean, you can say whatever you want to try to spin it however you want to, but I've never had nobody to have a problem with when I lay down, they don't lay down with me. So I
and
guess
that's their choice. They want to be.
that's their
That's
choice.
like me. If I'm ready to go to bed, of course, and 9 times out of 10, I am when when he's ready, and because I like to cuddle, so I want to cuddle with him before he dozes off to sleep. Yeah, I'm getting up and I'm going to bed with him. But if I'm watching TV, I don't think he's gonna be like, "Come on, go to bed." When he know I'm sitting there watching a TV show or a movie, he's gonna be like, "Oh, you coming to bed now? You're gonna finish watching TV or whatever." Like I never been with someone that said I had to go to bed when they went to bed.
Time to
No,
go to bed. Lay down.
right? Lay your
Hello.
butt down.
Come
I'm
on, lay
alright
down.
though, because I mean, usually it's either I'm at my boyfriend's house or he's here. If we're going to bed, we're going to bed together anyway, because that's just what we're
What?
on
Yeah,
that
I
type of
do.
time. Yeah, what we about to do. So it's not a, oh, he's sleeping. No.
Right.
Come on, lay down.
I wish he
Katasha.
would.
Right.
Mm-mm. Come on, it's time to go to bed. Let's lay
Please.
down.
Shit.
And
Shit.
I run our relationship. No,
Shit, man.
I wear the
Months
pants.
go by.
I wear the pants, skirt, everything. What I
Oh,
There
say
you
goes.
go. That bullshit. I can't take it, man. Crazy.
I don't want to wear all of it. What? Katasha said that's some lifetime controlling stuff.
First of all, we beefing. So Katasha, all I'm saying is people do free to do what they want to do. I mean, there's some things that women expect men to pay all their bills. I don't think that's controlling. I think that's something that I'm not gonna do, but in a sense, that's controlling this shit too. You trying to control my money. I'm not saying Katasha said anything because if I can remember, she said something about 50-50, your money, whatever on the last show. But what I'm saying is when I say it, you know what I'm saying, you can spin it however you want to. That lets me know how you view what I'm saying, even though like Veronica said, we normally go to bed at the same time. So basically it's like, hey, you coming to lay down with me or not? Now I didn't say it like that, but it is what it is. We got to put a little pizzazz on it. But I can't make nobody do what they, anything. I would love for my woman to go to bed with me, but like I said, I've never had an issue with somebody coming to lay down with me if I asked them to.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
never happened.
Yeah. Patricia Baker says, I'm not going to bed to watch nobody sleep.
Oh, you ain't got to watch me sleep. You just need to put me to sleep.
And
well
grab
then
that
why
butt.
don't you just say that? Use your words. You
But
talking
see,
Oh,
about we go to bed
you
together.
know, and
Use your
I'm
words.
not
'Cause
here
I
to
may not
knock
be able to go to sleep.
I'm not here to knock Victor, but I'm here to take some of the things that he says and say, okay, that fits your lifestyle. But I remember when my woman would come home from work at 6 o'clock and we lay down 6:30, 7 o'clock, do something, and then I'm going back outside. She gonna cook. It's not
wait.
always
Back up.
yeah.
So you say y'all come home
She
6 o'clock, y'all lay
I get home
down.
first. She get home second. 6 o'clock, and if we want to just lay down and relax and do a little something, we do that. And it's not something that you got to prepare dinner, you got to clean up the house, and then go to bed to do something to be together all the time. We didn't do it like
You
that's
better
what I'm
than
saying.
me.
Life is not a damn routine. At least for
I
me,
ain't
it's
getting
not
ready to
a
lay down and then get up
routine.
and cook.
Yeah.
You know
No.
what
If,
I'm
Ain't
if
all
we
that
had
damn
sex at
energy is
5, I'm
gone.
sleep at 5:07.
saying?
I'm
I ain't
Wait,
doing
sleep.
all
you better
that.
order DoorDash.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
If you think
there
I'm
was
getting ready
no
to
Cause
go
ain't
door
no
lay
pot
dashing.
down,
cooking in
get
that
up
kitchen.
and cook.
Yo, remember,
Yeah. First I'm tired. Now I gotta get myself
I'm
together,
just giving
cook,
you an example. I'm
eat.
just giving you an example. I mean, it don't have to be that, but I'm just telling you what people. There's no blueprint to saying, oh, we gotta go to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and be intimate. It's just what you choose to do as adults. You do it and enjoy one another. There's no blueprint to this.
Yeah, there's no
If you
blueprint.
give me some
Broken
sex
up.
at 6 o'clock, I ain't getting back up going outside.
I shit,
That ain't about to happen.
I get up and go and we hang with the boys, go play some ball and come back home. And that's how
You
Play
I
got
ball.
energy?
go play ball.
Shit.
Hell yeah, bro. Oh, sex always put you ass to sleep.
Yes.
Good God. And she can stay asleep. And she can stay asleep. I'm going outside. I'm feeling good now. I'm energized.
I ain't never heard of that.
To each his own.
Sex ain't never gave me energy. It took energy, but
Yeah.
to each
Well,
his own.
yeah.
Play ball here.
Tim say play
The
ball.
next day.
Yeah.
The
Tim,
next day. I tell you right. Hey, listen. I don't have that kind of energy. I'm 42 years old. I'm gonna just tell you right now. You can give me some sex, and I can get off work at 4 o'clock. Walk in the door. If we doing it at 4:45, you can cancel Christmas tonight. I ain't getting up.
gosh.
Got it. And I hear you, Victor, where you at
I
in
ain't
your
eating. I
stage.
done ate. I
Yeah,
done ate.
and I got what you
Oh
say in this
God.
stage, but I just, is
Yeah,
Woo!
my
I
boyfriend's
do.
not
I
getting back
understand.
up. He usually sleep before I come back with a wet rag. So
Go ahead, girl. Put that motherfucker to sleep, girl. Go ahead.
You know what that rag mean, ain't it? That motherfucker was skin to skin.
Motherfucker's down, baby.
wrap this up.
You walk right into
Wrap
that,
it up.
Nick.
Skin to skin.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl.
Let's
Live
get
your
back to
life,
this.
baby.
Let's get back to this email letter.
Oh, we are on this email letter.
Yeah, I think yeah, if the friend is gonna be like on her way, then I don't mind her trying to hook up the neighbor, but I really feel like she should be minding her business because it feels like she's kind of pushing people on him before she even knows that he wants somebody.
Yeah,
Especially after that, she doesn't even like, it would be nice to have a conversation with him to see if he's even ready for that because that's a traumatic experience. Somebody sending something to your house that you weren't even aware of.
right.
So like, why would you go and just jump? Be like, okay, well, she didn't work out, but here's my sister. She's a good pig. She stays with me. She has a few
Right.
kids. But like, no, like that just kind of sounds like she's kind of forcing. He might not be that great of a guy.
Facts.
That's what we were saying. Exactly.
Don't know.
Just have to be
So,
careful.
so, Veron, I'm gonna ask you this. I want to ask you this too, Neat. Um, do you go into I don't know if y'all have ever been hooked up, but would you go into a hookup with your guard down, or would you go into it with your guard up?
My guard up.
Definitely up.
So if you're a close friend, sister, well, I don't want to use sister, but a close friend wants to hook you up and tells you all about this guy, you're going to be more, your guard's going to be up versus you actually meeting the guy out there in the world.
Still up because
Yeah.
my
So
sister or friend, whoever, they just know this guy from work or from another person, or
neighbor,
they're
neighbor
not.
now, neighbor.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
they're
care.
not in their neighbor house.
My guard is going to be up because like these are my friends, these are my family members. I see the type of people they choose.
Oh
Right.
shit.
Don't you go? And that's why Quran, I'm glad you put Quran. She said, God, isn't that kind of almost like a default that you do go into anything new with your guard up because you feeling the person out? That makes sense. You go with your defenses down, then next thing you know, you're taking advantage of. Everybody by default tends to go into a situation with your guard up.
Hmm.
I see that depending on who you are, like I don't I don't want to use Veronica in this, but I don't think if Veronica tried to hook me up with somebody, not I know she wouldn't, but even if she did, I would take her advice. Like she's a really good girl. I would take that at face value, and I would probably go in it head first. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the character that she holds, and it's just me. You know what I'm saying? But versus like Nick said, my cousin, on the other hand, I'm looking at it like, okay, you want to hook me up with your friend, so you can hang out with your friend, and your friend may be in the family. That's how I'm looking at it. So I do take the person who is actually trying to hook us up into consideration, and I will go into a situation with my guard down,
No,
depending on
I
who's
wouldn't.
trying.
Yeah, that don't.
Well,
I mean, that's
and that
you. Mhm.
you have to take into account that of how this person views you, and that's where it
Facts.
all boils down to. Because just because this person seems like a decent person, and like Veronica may view me a certain way, so she may try to hook me up with a certain type of person that I may not be interested in or have no or she and I'm saying that she would. I'm just saying like sometimes people have a good way of pretending to be a certain person. And Veronica's the type of person that sees the good in people. So I would like still have my guard up because she may say, oh, okay, well, I think I have a nice young woman that would be wonderful for you.
Mm.
And now he's, scamming me.
Yeah, but you might need you go with your guard up, but you may give more benefit of the doubt, meaning
Nope.
that you. Now, I'm not saying you would do that. I'm just saying. So, for me, as a perspective, if we using Veronica as a good choice of character, as doing that, we may give more of a benefit of the doubt. You may give that person a little bit more of you, but I'm still going to keep my guard up. And the reason why I keep my guard up because that's life. I don't care who you are. If you ain't Jesus coming down and introducing me, bottom line is I still have to really see where this person and where we're compatible at. So definitely you got to have some kind of defense up because you got what is self-preservation? That's what self-preservation is. That's what we're taught in life. You have to look out for yourself first, no matter who introduces you. I don't care if my mother introduces me, my guard is still somewhat up. I'm gonna give you a little bit more benefit of the doubt. I may trust you a little bit more. I may give you a little bit more trusting. I may invite you over to my house quicker than maybe somebody else I didn't know, but I'm still gonna keep my guard.
See, my mama couldn't even hook me up with a hanger, let
Nope.
alone another person. Hell no. Hell no.
Giving someone the benefit of the doubt has never benefited me.
Okay, gotcha.
So I don't.
And that's why, and I kind of respect what you say because it still comes down to you and that individual. I don't care how good that person may have been to Veronica or whatever. You and that person may not just be on the same cylinder, and that's all what life
Mhm.
is. Don't mean that he's bad or you bad. It's just that y'all don't click.
Well, my mom, she actually hooked up my brother and my sister-in-law. I mean, sometimes it
Oh,
works. they've been together what 20 years, 21 years,
Sometime it will work.
maybe
Yeah.
a little longer. But
Okay.
yeah,
It will
so I
work.
mean, it
And that don't
depends.
mean they didn't have their guard up. They mean that they
Yeah,
came
most
together.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm
So,
just saying
Scoop,
sometimes hooking up is works out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes it don't.
sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Like I know a lady that was trying to push her son on like, different women, and she was like, "Oh, you're a good woman." Yeah, so and so and so. She ended up getting another girl, and he ended up getting the girl pregnant and not taking care of the child.
See?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So it can come out either way. So
Either
I
way,
always
it
say
can do
go
what?
in.
it
It can go either way.
yeah.
You said it can what?
It can go either
Oh,
way.
I thought you
Yeah.
said something.
She said coming
Um,
out. But let me just say this.
go
I've
ahead,
said this
Victor.
before. That's why I said you never know, because when I was hooked up to meet Hanifa's girlfriend, I didn't know nothing about Hanifa. Hanifa happened to be there. And we wind up talking more than her girlfriend that I was brought to hook up. And then me and Hanifa got together. It's been 32 years together. So you just don't know how things will go at the end of the day. You just never know.
so Keith says the person may show Veronica a different side of what they show you. I don't think that's true. That's true. But in a sense, um, I don't think that's quite possible.
It is.
In a sense, I get me. I totally get it because it can get spent, but I don't think it's quite possible because that person is still that person. How they interact with me is going to be different, but they are still this person. Yes, they're going to deal with her differently and they're going to have a completely different relationship than you're going to have with me, but that's still the same person,
Yeah.
in
But
my
you only
opinion.
know that but you only know that person to a certain extent still.
Yeah. Like
Facts,
So
like
you
facts.
only know that
they
person in front of their home, not inside.
You, yeah, and you're right. And Katasha, I want to get to your other comment, but people have different faces, but you are still that same person. You still have those same values. You still have them same morals, but in the sense now, the relationship you have with her and the relationship you're going to have with me is going to be different, but you're still the same person
Hmm.
as a whole. Not
But
physically,
even
but
if
as a
Victor,
whole.
Victor
yes,
said something
so
that is so profound, because you can be with one person and they bring out the bad side of you, and you can be with another person and you are still the same person and they bring out the best in you.
It's the same. You're still the same person.
Yep. But some people, I've been in a relationship where it was toxic and they brought the negative side out of me. And then I've been in a good relationship and it brought the good out of me.
you're describing murderers and abusers, they don't show you that side of them, and that is true.
I
well, I
tell
was
you,
gonna say this. Let me say this really quickly. I want to say this. When you talk about somebody's morals, a man can sit here and say, I feel like a woman should be treated like this, like a queen. She should be treated like that. To my friend, she might be like, yes, okay, yes, king, all that extra stuff. And then when I get in his house, he was like, this is how a queen's supposed to treat me. And that could be a totally different side. In order
Mhm.
for you to get this treatment, this is how you have to treat me in this home. So, regardless if that person doesn't change, you're still experiencing it differently.
Yeah, the different
and
side of
I
them.
get, and I mean, I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. And Bree says interactions are different depending upon the
Find the
relationship,
relationship.
and they are. So you got to understand. When we're here, we're giving out. I shouldn't say scripted things, but a lot of times we're giving our opinions to
Mm-hmm.
an extent. But in a sense, this is not who we really are because we're not in the situation. We're getting time to think and react instead of that split second of what are you going to do in
Mm-hmm.
the heated moment at that time. And a lot of times your friends have seen you react and say, okay, um, yeah, yeah, he's like this, but I've seen him in stressful situations and he came out cool, calm, and collected, but yet he's over here acting like this. So there is a difference depending on the situation, in my opinion. And the person that's around you the most can give an accurate account on how you're going to respond, but not necessarily the response that
Exactly.
you're going to give.
Exactly. And life changes. You have kids. You don't know if you do have children with this person, you don't know what kind of parent they're going to be. And you may be frustrated because they let the child always get away with murder because they babying the child or whatever. It's just life. And it leads that. I'm telling you, that's why I said relationships. When you say I do, some people believe in staying together for any and everything, but sometimes you just outgrow one another and you be miserable in a relationship. So it comes down to what makes a person happy and what your goals are in life.
Patricia said it doesn't matter if Veronica is going to hook Vic up with someone she doesn't care about. She's not going to do that to her good girlfriend.
Maybe
Victor.
not. Maybe not.
But that's how some people are. Like truly,
Yeah.
I'm
Some
not
people
saying
are.
like you consider them a bad person, but it's just like sometimes you don't want to be that person that, like, if it goes bad, you don't want to be trying to pick and choose who you're gonna invite, this, that, and the other. But if it's
Right.
somebody like a coworker or someone, you're not gonna have to invite them over or, leave them out. It might be even like, oh, you're a nice individual. You know what? I got this friend.
Yeah. But someone close like Victor or, like, I wouldn't want to. Nope.
You just stood me out. Just
I ain't.
that's all that is. That's you just stood me out or you horned me out. That's all that is. That is all that but listen, that's what guys do to each other. They'll say, "Listen, bro, I can't hit her, but you single and you can. I need for you to go over here and do that. I'm gonna put y'all together." Shit like that really does happen. That happens. That happens.
Ladies, that's how we end up with the wrong friend.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
serious. I'm serious.
Right.
Men, if I'm in a relationship, man, with this girl, baby, I need for you to. I'm gonna give you the whole, and it happens.
Yeah.
It does. I've seen it happen. So yeah, it does.
Please
But
put Tim comment up there. Tim, Tim, Tim gets the bell already.
This.
Yes,
So he's
he
responding to
says.
Tasha.
Go ahead, Katasha. You should go into every situation with some kind of guard up because everyone doesn't deserve to know the authentic you without any prior work.
True.
Yes.
yep.
True. True. Yeah. Yeah.
Karan says my ex-husband acted one way at home, but when he got around other people, they thought he was so quiet and innocent.
But he is.
To you,
He is.
to you.
No, see, that's the problem. See, he was hiding himself. He wasn't quiet and innocent. He was hiding himself from everyone else. And then he got in the house and he wanted to show his tail. And then when
His
she
Stop.
feet.
reacts the way that she's always going to react, she's the problem. That's
See,
why a lot of people make women out to be the bad person sometimes, because you only see us react to the bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you this. I wasn't in that house. I don't know neither one of them like that. I don't know neither one of them to be honest with you, personally. But I will say this. Um, I met him and I met her. That's it.
But I do understand what she's saying because you some people put on that persona. You get around people that you're comfortable, your wife, your husband, you tend to bring out more of yourself, but you feel that you have an image to protect and the persona that you want to portray to other people outside of that, and you want people to look at you good. But when you get inside, I'm telling you, when you get inside that relationship, you get to break down a little bit more. You tend to show more of yourself. So you sometimes you don't show the real you outside to other people, but you will show it to the people that means the most to you. That's why in relationships sometimes we treat people that we love the worst, and we treat other people that don't mean as much to us better than those that supposed to that we love. And that's the most effed up
It's
thing out there.
Like that
it's
video said, fake it with me too.
well, the
Can you
thing
hear
is,
me?
I don't understand how somebody can fake it that long with everybody because there are so many people can say that he is innocent and he is quiet. You cannot fake it that long for
Yes, you
years.
can. Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
You can. You can fake it as long
Yes,
as you
you
want to.
can.
And see, that's
Yes,
the
you
and
can.
that's a part of the problem is because people don't believe that somebody could fake it that long. So she has to be the problem to you because no one can fake it that long. So she has to be the problem.
And
And it's
sometimes
like,
she is the
no,
problem, and
yeah.
sometimes she is, and sometimes
And
she's not.
sometimes she isn't.
Sometimes she, because like I said, sometimes a person could bring the worst out you in your space. That you understand what I'm saying? And when you outside,
Mm-hmm.
other people don't bring the worst out of you because they're not dealing with you on that level.
Mm-hmm.
You go to your job and that's why I've said on this show numerous times, especially in the beginning, we look good for the boss. We talk a certain way at the job, but we come home and then we look like crap in front of our loved one, and we talk to that loved one like in crap. That's what I hate. I hate that kind of personality of a person. Treat me like you treat your boss.
That can't happen.
Yeah, well,
So
we disagreed on that one because if I'm the one that breaking my ass and this, that, and the other, I mean, that don't mean we can't fight. Or I use the word fight, not disagree, have an argument or disagree, but still respect me. Don't call me out of my name. Don't do those kind of things. But you gonna get in your boss's face and treat them and kiss their ass? Hell no. You kiss your person that's wiping your ass at home if you get sick. You do that. You bend over backwards for the loved one that got your back. Bend over backwards for them.
so Jacqueline says when you get involved, you get to see the good, the bad, the ugly. You get to see it all. So that
True.
kind of ties into what you were saying. I mean, you come home from work, like I have to put up with this at the job, but to sit here and say that I got to come home to the same bullshit, like just give me 10, 15 minutes to lay down before you start on that. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Patricia
Well,
says that means you're taking the person you love for granted.
thank you. That's what you're doing. Don't do that because that sends a wrong message. Don't do that. Thank you, Jacqueline.
So Katasha says, yes, you can. My ex was a model husband. However, the streets, he was awful. I I'm not gonna get into that, but you know, you know who you with. You might not want to see it, but in a sense, you kind of know you with. Veronica, you unfroze now, so
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen some
yeah.
guys who were
It's
really,
getting
I
ready
mean,
to.
street thugs. They ran shit in the streets. They ran it. They had people feared. But when they came home, they treated their wives like a queen because that was their castle and they didn't bring that street stuff into their house. They treated them with the respect they deserve. But they were a boss in the street. And that's how it was.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's getting ready to storm. I hear the thunder. I think it's lightning outside. So that's why my internet is going in and out.
that's
So
that dial-up
before I
shit.
come, huh?
Huh?
What'd you say, Victor?
That dial
That's
up.
that dial-up shit.
Gotta get
No
that. I got
doubt.
my Ethernet cable because it was
That's
stuck.
what's the name of these people?
net
Spectrum.
net gear.
Spectrum. So before I go completely out, um, final thoughts, and then I want you guys, Victor, you talk about what's going to be taking place this weekend with Male Table Talk. So with final thoughts for the letter.
Neat.
Mind your business. Stay out of it.
Um, People gonna do hook up. If you're gonna do it, just do it. And I do agree he's kind of messy, but people are gonna do it. It comes down to each his own. When somebody hook you up, if you decide to take the bait, you go and you go in it with your guards up and see where it goes. That's what my final thoughts is. Vic,
I feel like, ma'am, you have if your intentions are good, realize that you're setting your sister up with someone, because if it doesn't work and your sister's still living with you, then guess what? Your sister's gonna have to live next to her ex, and that, to me, that's more torture than anything else. So make sure that what you're doing, in my opinion, is for the right reasons. If you're trying to hook two good people up together that you feel is good, I say go for it because you know your sister, you claim you know your neighbor. I feel like you can't. You're if your heart is in it, I say go for it.
I agree with that to a certain extent, Victor. Yeah, that was good.
Mhm.
All you had good closing remarks. Final thoughts, that is. um, yeah, I just say, and there's nothing wrong, with. I always say just mind your business. I don't want to hook anyone up because I don't want it to come back as, well, Veronica, you said this person was blah blah blah, and really they're not. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be that person. I prefer to just stand back, and if things work out, if you're in a great relationship, I'm clapping for you. If you want to get out of a relationship, I'm clapping for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're my friend, is what I'm saying. If you're my friend, like, I care about you, but I'm not going to be the one to hook you up. Um, but to this young lady, I would say to just stay out of it. I know it probably hurt you to know that I mean, you saying that this guy's a good guy. I know it's probably hurting you because of what your friend did to him. But things happen. We're all grown. Is 2023. People are getting meaner, if that's a word, every day. They're not caring about people's feelings and they just doing whatever. So nothing surprises me these days because it's just that's the world that we live in. But only thing I can say is just do you and live your life. Of course, you want to see the best for your sister as well. But if it's meant to be, you know, your sister know how to speak, and if she feel comfortable, maybe she'll introduce herself. If she don't know that, I'm pretty sure she already know the neighbor, but maybe in some way they may end up connecting themselves. So I just say stay out of it and let whatever happens. We
Can I
wish
read John's comment? Because we haven't said John
just
came
a
on. I
second.
think he came on late. I'm going to say,
Yeah,
Hold on,
just a
Fatine.
second. We appreciate you for writing the letter. We hope everything works out for your neighbor. We hope everything works out for your sister and for you, and also for the friend, because sometimes we can get caught up and we can, do things that we'll look back on and be like, dang it. Because now I'm pretty sure that she's kicking herself in the butt, because if this man was such a great man, like the friend said, I'm pretty sure she's looking at herself now like, why? Because I'm trying to figure out why this ex ain't invited you into his home. He invited you into his home to lay down with him another time, but he didn't invite you into his home to have a place to lay your head. Um, so I just hope that she can find her way, and um, you know things happen. I wish the best to all of them. Go ahead,
sorry,
Fatine.
sorry about that, Veronica. I thought you had finished. Sorry, my fault. So John writes, most times it ain't no false representation. Most folks be dumb in love and don't recognize the flags. Then years later, throw out the he, she change. They was the same person the whole time. Your simple ass just ain't paying attention.
Okay, so let me jump on John right quick.
Oh,
I um I don't know John personally, but from his comments and stuff that he made, he's been divorced. He's been through something. So did you see red flags?
Hmm.
Did you see red flags at the beginning?
hmm.
Because you said I do. So I mean, we all make decisions in our lives, and it don't turn out to be the way that we plan on it being when we first went into the relationship.
That's true,
So
Veronica.
that being said,
That's true, Veronica. And you ain't bite your tongue. That's a legit question. That's a legit question.
I'm
That
just
part.
saying.
You shot. I mean, you shot. You definitely fired a shot, but it is legit. It is legit.
She threw a
So
cannonball.
if you, before John answer, I'm gonna tell you this. If you watch the first or the second male table talk, he talked about having a conversation with her mother,
Hmm.
and he stated, exactly. I won't tell you what he said. He can, but I will suggest if you want to know Did he see the red flags? He talked about that. That
He
he
he just
talked about it.
answered. He just answered.
I'm
He just
and
answered. He said, "Yes, I was a dumbass too at one
Okay.
time." So and see that's what I'm saying. Thank you, John, because sometimes we are to blame at times. We don't see these things, and sometimes we do. We make bad decisions or we miss things. So thank you, John, for being honest, and Veronica, thank you for being straightforward with that. That's how we
So
get better.
so like I was saying, John talked about that in the, I think it was either the first or the second mail table talk. And you're going to get a chance to ask John personally and the other four guests that's going to be over there personally, personal questions. We're going to be doing our talk on August the 19th at 5 o'clock. We're going to stream from the Tangy T page, our personal pages, and YouTube. This is going to be, I'm not going to say the show to end all shows, but we're going to basically try to focus on men's health, men's sexual health, men's mental health, men's social health, just health in general. So we're going to get some other questions too, but what we're going to do is we just going to run it out. Ain't no point of capping it off at 2 hours. If we go two, it's two. If we go two and a half, we go three, whatever it is. So all I'm gonna say is anything that you have, we're strong enough. Me, Fatim, Mr. Sammy, Marvin, and John are strong enough to take any question that you ask us, no matter how personal it is. Either we're going to answer it or we're not. But don't be afraid to ask us anything August the 19th at 5 o'clock. Please
I
don't.
will. I have my questions.
Yeah, and Michelle Grant already submitted one of her questions, so we will answer that, Michelle, and other questions coming up this Saturday.
all right, and there you have it, folks. Thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us on this Tuesday night, as you do every Tuesday. Thank you so much for your support of the show. If you would like to be a guest, if you have a topic suggestion, and excuse me, or if you have an email letter, please send it to tangytoflife@gmail.com. We are always, well, I'm saying we are, but I'm the only one that sees the email letters and things that come to the email. But we're open, always open to letters and topic suggestions. So please do not hesitate. If you have something that's going on or went on in the past and you think that it would be a good topic for a good letter for the show, please don't hesitate. No one knows who write these letters. Send them in, tangytoflife@gmail.com. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times, like, people be talking to me about things that going on or went on, and half of the time I just tell them, hey, put it in an email letter and send it to me, and bam, that's the email letter. So do the same, folks. Feel free. Whatever's going on, went on in your past, or you didn't have closure from your past relationship, you wondering what you did wrong or what you should have done differently or whatever, write us an email letter and we will do our best to try to help out. tangytoflife@gmail.com. Thank y'all so much. Neek, it was so good seeing you back on the show tonight. Thank you
My
so much.
pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. Brother Fatim, WBLS Radio Station, New York. Thank you as always. My brother Victor, damn it, boy White. Thank you. Thank you as always.
And our sister Queen celebrating her birthday month, Sister Veronica.
Thank you so much. Once again, thank you all for the birthday shouts out, the birthday love wishes, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate all of you. What is John saying?
Pretty
Love
much
you.
you need to, pretty much before it's hot, wash that ass.
That's his closing thoughts. Uh-huh.
And
Um,
Veronica, I guess Veronica and them ain't gonna help shit.
yes, we are. Yes. Patricia says the show is supposed to be open and honest.
Cause she
Exactly.
asked about the W-2s. So I mean, if for Patricia, if you want me to bring my W-2s out there, I will. You just
I
show up
just
with
answered,
yours.
nope, nope,
That's how
nope,
you know he making money.
nope,
He
Okay.
got money.
nope.
No, that don't mean that. That's just basically saying you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Mm-hmm. But thank y'all once again for watching the tea tonight. I hope you all have a great rest of the week. And once again, join our brothers as they sit down for Male Table Talk on this Saturday, August 19th, 5 p.m. from the Cro-
Crux.
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 I always say it wrong.
Yeah.
Crux
Studio.
Media.
They're gonna
Crux.
change it to channel, so practice channel.
Crux Media Studio. I'm about to mute your mic.
Yeah, I
But
know.
thank y'all so much. Have a great week. Love upon one another. Enjoy life to the fullest. We will talk to y'all later. Be safe. Good night.
Buenas noches.